the big debate if we go around or try to go over there. Poco problema.
How many yards? How about that, guys?
Oh crap, I got a tick. Last night we about burned the tent down hunting spiders out of our living quarters.
For some people, hunting season never ends. Staying in the forefront of global conservation leaves business and safety at stake. These three men risk it all for the hunts of a lifetime.
True Magnum TV is proudly presented by Zeiss.
Si es posible organizar ahí algo y yo qué sé, macho, es que no se me ocurre otra cosa.
In Spain, Rob Dunham and Pedro Alejandre have a problem.
Me ha dicho Mica Plan Quick.
¿Es internacional?
Ni puta idea, tío, pero es que es lo mismo la industria que me ha dicho lo de ahí.
They are in a foreign country and have no place to live.
Sí, coño, pregúntale.
¿Saben?
Sí.
Y intentamos, aunque sea, hacer apaño.
You won't believe this, so we're hunting ibex. We're still looking for the big one for Kenny, and we get a phone call. Well, Pedro gets a phone call, and that's the hotel. He says, "Boys, we have a problem." He said the hotel has miscommunicated the booking, and we have to get out of the hotel. So I've got great friends, hunters, and myself, and we're in Spain, and we'll just, we're out of our hotel room, which, logically you just go get another hotel room or find somewhere to go. But there's an international olive oil convention going on. We can't find a hotel room anywhere, so we're spending a day ripping back. We're gonna get our clothes get out of that hotel so that they can have the place, and we don't have anywhere to stay. We got nowhere to stay, and we still want to get hunting. But first, we got to get our crap out of that hotel room, make a plan, and still hunt. We still got to get an ibex.
Back in the Baja, Bo Morgan's exhaustive search for the elusive Creme Nabatas desert sheep is looking up. The expedition may have made a crucial discovery.
Lifeblood of a desert is water, and when you come across water and this stuff, you just keep poking around it, and that's when something will happen. There's old trails coming down to it. All the animal tracks are in here, so we'll keep working our way up through this arroyo, keep following to typically the headwaters are up in the cliffs, so that's where the sheep will more than likely hit.
In many desert sheep areas, hunting conservation dollars have developed man-made watering areas to expand the sheep population. There are no such watering areas in this new region yet. The team will pick the terrain apart with optics before abandoning this find.
On these desert sheep hunts, it's absolutely imperative that you can see all of the mountain and looking into those black shadows, into that dark color is 100% necessity. Guys, last light
put a ram to bed and had a decent look at it. You can tell it's really short and old, broomed off pretty heavy, which is just fine. It doesn't have to be a pretty boy. After all these days, finally located one, and there's a lot of excitement this morning. Everybody kind of up and joking a little more and getting going. And already got the same two on the far mountain looking, and we're going to go the long way around, get in position, see if we can get a good look, and have our pack ready to go in case they catch up with the camp late this evening if it doesn't get done. So just keep moving. But coming down to days are running out down to one hand, so hopefully this will be it.
True Magnum TV is brought to you by Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. SnapSafe, security everywhere you want it. Prairie King Ranch. And by True Magnum, the world's best hunting.
James has outfitted nearly 3,000 successful Merriam's turkey hunts, but with an oscillated in the jungle, he is struggling. With the dense vegetation and the dry forest floor, James and Daniel decide to sit and listen. So after hours of waiting, and waiting, and waiting, Daniel hears a call just a short distance away.
Daniel says he's got a Crested Guan in the tree. All I see is tree. There we go. Crested Guan. Very nice. Well, it's not a turkey, it's not a curacao, but it's a hard one to get, the Crested Guan. That was pretty exciting. Can't believe you could spot those birds and that thick stuff like that. Man.
After a few days into the hunt, James and Luis Romaro's theory is proving to be correct. There is a lot more to the jungle than just turkey hunting.
Well, I tell you, we had a real wreck yesterday with clients. Kicked out our hotel, and Paco, our guide, said they have a cabin in the mountains, and we said, heck, just give us some sleeping bags and we'll head up here and we'll be all right. And it turned out to be one of the best traveling / hunting cultural experiences we've ever had. We cooked the mushrooms that we picked off the mountain. They got a bunch of local pork, and we had an unbelievable meal. Had a few cocktails for sure. Everything's really noisy this morning, but we had a great time. And it's one of those impromptu moments on a traveling, experience that you will never forget. All came together. His dad, Paco Sr., came up, brought his friend, and it was awesome. So we're up above our hunting area. Actually, the guys already spotted ibex all over this place, and we're kind of going like, why didn't we come here to begin with? It's our kind of place. We don't need, the high-end stuff at the bottom, even though it's great. Don't get me wrong there, especially if you bring the girls or something. It's awesome, but. This is our kind of place. We would be great here. We heated the place with a fire, and it was a great day. It was a great day.
International hunters will tell you that rolling with the punches is the name of the game. The team's bad luck with a motel has turned into a windfall for Kenny McCarty.
Yellow grass.
There's another good one. There's two good ones, right?
With numerous ibex spotted, Pedro simply needs to decide which one and when.
Right there. Just keep watching. Can't see anything, right? Let him turn his head. Come on, baby.
Wait for a perfect shot
I'm waiting.
and give us a 3 cut. He's probably a 360 now.
Range him. Okay, take it.
Kenny.
Vaya cacharro, tío. Oh, man. That's a shot. You must be the first one touching this thing, please. Go ahead. Oh, man. Ooh. Look at this. Look at that. Beautiful, Alex. Look at the length.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you. It is fantastic. What a great shot, eh? Oh. You see, this is the typical shape of the southeastern ibex. Is going straight back into the sides and then rolling like this. But it's back.
Back and then the way it rolls around, and then this tip, the tip in.
You see?
Man, what a
very
beast.
nice one.
Oh, I'm telling you, what a beast.
Get this black hair here.
Yeah, and you can do chin.
This whole bottom reeks of javelina, but we have a problem. Wherever we go, the spider monkeys run ahead of us up in the canopy, and we can't get ahead of him. He's throwing stuff at us. Hey. He's looking for something to throw at me. These monkeys are mowing our lawn. I'm skittish now. Busted hunt.
With the first phase of Rob Dunham's Spanish Ibex Safari a success, the crew has relocated 662 kilometers north to the town of Oban in search of the Bisete Ibex.
This town is over 1,100 years old, and it's so old that these are streets. I mean, you couldn't drive maybe a small Fiat down here. You'd never get back up, but it's made for horses and carts originally, and the whole town is built on 2 rivers. And yeah, I mean, this is old.
There was a time such a big party here. You know, very late in the night, everyone's drunk. So they used to clean this table, one guy naked.
No, just well, they can clean. No.
That's the biggest story.
So This village is overrun with the ibex. At dinner, Tina was telling us that just the other day, 2 big rams were fighting on one of the hills, and it screwed up all the clay tiles and broke 30 tiles. They're fighting, bashing heads on, so the hunting association has to pay for it, so they want them all shot. But you see here in the corner, there's a fence there to stop the ibex from jumping up, but I don't think it stops them at all.
Back in Mexico, Bo Morgan's first in decades expedition into uncharted desert mountains has turned up a possible shootable Kremnabatis ram. Today, the group is hoping to make hunting history.
He saw him last night, was right in there in that little pocket. If it was me, I'd break these guys up and leave these guys and then slide up here, get somebody up on the tip top up there looking. Is that what they're gonna do? I don't know, they gotta work it out.
The hunting party is closing in, but without eyes on the ram yet today, the group is hunting in the blind. Every move from here on must be carefully measured.
So, right now I'm at 450 on the shady side of that knob there. Gotta let it play out, just kind of see what happens. It's still kind of feeding time. He might be messing around in here. Let's see if we can get eyes on him. We got somebody went back up here to look. Got another guy on the far side of the mountain. We'll just kind of give it some time. We'll get to about 400 yards down here. Comes through that saddle, it'll be 3.5 or something. So let's see what we got.
Finally, one spotter has seen the ram, but only for a moment.
I think they got a spot on him. The other side of that ridge. 550 yards now. So we're gonna move to a couple hundred closer and get to about 350 in case he comes over that ridge. That tree, that lone tree up there. A little to the right.
That's a big one. That's a big one right there. See the big male right in the middle of the rock, right in the bald face.
Right here?
Right here, in that opening bowl.
Hey, no.